Good evening. The latest news we are getting from the Pakistan is that 21 soldiers have been injured in a suicide attack in Khyber Pakhtunkhwa area of the Pakistan, which borders Afghanistan. That is an important thing to note. It is not the first incident of this kind, of this terrorist attack in the Khyber Pakhtunkhwa area. In August, 4 soldiers were injured. In July, 4 soldiers died in the similar attack. So there has been an uptick in the militant attacks, in the terrorist attacks, in the insurgency in this restive area which borders Afghanistan. The incidents have increased since Taliban took over the Afghanistan from the Abdul Ghani government. Now, there are multiple factors which are going behind this incident's resurgence. But why it's happening? There are certain things we have to understand why it's happening and what the news reports suggest from there. Now, since Pakistan is a main player in Afghanistan, it was involved in the Doha talks which were held between NATO, US and the Taliban, and also the representative from the then Taliban government. So Pakistan, as we all know, the world knows, is a major player in Afghan policy. So as per its own policy, which only the Pakistan establishment can verify it or can vouch why it's doing so, it released certain Taliban militants. Now, why it was done? As per the Pakistan establishment and the news reports which have come from there, it was done so that Pakistan government does get some breathing space for negotiations with the Taliban. Now, the Taliban prisoners which have been released they're affiliated to a Jamaat outfit which is called Tehreek-e-Taliban Pakistan. Now, Tehreek-e-Taliban Pakistan and Taliban, they are not to be construed as two different factions. Some people say Tehreek-e-Taliban and Taliban are two different factions, but the maximum conclusion or there is a unanimity on it that they are one faction. Now, Tehreek-e-Taliban Pakistan is also creating problems for the Taliban in Afghanistan also. It has been involved in attacks there and it is becoming a strong factor again in the Khyber Pakhtunkhwa area. No, but Pakistan here is getting in a very nasty kind of a situation, and we will try to explain why it's happening so. In December 2014, a suicide attack took place in an army public school in Peshawar, in which more than 100 children died. Taliban did not officially own it, but it gave its own reasons why it carried out this attack. But whatever will be the justification of Taliban, it didn't hold any water. The condemnation was strong and throughout the world. Pakistan got in a fix. It carried out an anti-insurgency operation in the Khyber Pakhtunkhwa area, which was called Operation Zarb-e-Azb, to finish till the last. According to the reports, which General Bajwa has also elaborated, there were about 4,000 militants. Militants is a rather wrong word to say. 4,000 terrorists were killed. About 400 Pakistani security persons also died. And the most notable fact is that millions of people got uprooted. And there are many more who have still not been rehabilitated in their own region. So this is the history of how the Khyber Pakhtunkhwa has suffered during the militancy. But now, after coming of the Taliban again this insurgency is taking place slowly and gradually there. Till few months back, videos started surfacing on the social media that they have been imposing Sharia kind of a rule. Sharia is a very puritanical interpretation of the Islam, which doesn't hold much water in the rest of the Pakistan, where a large section is also liberal and secular in their approach. But though some people do have got radical ideas, but there is a substantial section which has got liberal and secular outlook. So these videos started getting surfacing. The Taliban terrorists were imposing Sharia kind of a law. The girls were being even stopped from going to school. The people who were not sporting long beards, as per their interpretation of the Islam, which is a mandatory, they were being punished or flogged. But the government didn't respond anything. Pakistani government at that point of time didn't respond. They said, no, these are very unconfirmed kind of reports. But suddenly, gradually, it started upticking. There have been reports in the international media also that people are saying if this is to re-emerge again, if this situation is to re-emerge again, then what was the fun of Operation Zarb-e-Azb? And after that, another operation was launched in the same region. The Pakistani government got control of the region. But if after this, after so long, if the same situation is emerging, then what was the reason? Now, in these 2014 to 2022, a new generation has also emerged. The Pashtun has also come up on the scene. They are very young. They do not take so easily to the dictates of the Taliban, but at the end of the day, they are harmless. So protests are happening there. Even 3 days back, a jirga was held there where the locals said, we will not take this kind of a re-emergence of Tehreek-e-Taliban Pakistan. But government till now has not come up with any policy how to tackle it. There is another faction, there is another theory which is doing rounds there. Awami National Party's senior leader has said it is being done as per a game plan. And what is the game plan? Why the Pakistan government wants to keep this region restive is still not clear. But there are certain indications that some international forces and in connivance with Pakistani army and in connivance with the Pakistani government is keeping this region restive. And in a sort of manner, the Pashtuns are being punished. But why are they being punished? That is also still not clear. But they have been punished, they have been suffering, and they are being punished as per their own understanding of the things. So, but this is the situation which is emerging right now in Khyber Pakhtunkhwa area. Here we have to understand that Taliban is still not having very good relations with the Pakistan. Ordinary Afghanistan still do not have very good relations with the Pakistani government, with the Pakistani people. Pakistani establishments may have certain relations. If Pakistani is to face a regime in Afghanistan which is not friendly to it, TTP is re-emerging in the Khyber Pakhtunkhwa area, and the country is already devastated with the huge floods, which has not only hit it hugely, but is also hitting it economically. So Pakistan is in a dire straits right now. It has to set its home in order if it has to survive at least, if it has to remain a stable sovereign nation. So this was the situation which is emerging in Pakistan, and how the Pakistan has to emerge from it, to emerge as a sovereign nation. Thanks a lot for watching this program. We will come back to you next time. Thank you.